You've already lived most of the summers you'll ever really feel. Not most of the summers you'll live, most of the ones you'll actually remember. Because every year feels a little faster than the one before it. The months slip by quicker, the years start to blur, and you've probably caught yourself asking, where did the time even go? And it's not your imagination, it's real, it's measurable, and it happens to almost everyone. But stick with me, because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you a simple way to slow it back down. First, we have to figure out why time speeds up at all. And the answer is hiding inside your own memory. Think back to being a kid. A single summer felt endless. One afternoon could stretch on forever. School breaks felt like whole separate lifetimes. But now, if you blink, a whole year is gone. Like, wait, it's December already? And it's not just you. Ask almost anyone above the age of 30, and they'll say the same thing. The years just seem to keep speeding up. But here's the strange part, the clock on the wall hasn't changed. A year is still exactly a year. So whatever is speeding up isn't time itself, it's your sense of time. The speed up is happening entirely inside your own head. And once you understand the two reasons why, you can actually do something about one of them. The first reason is just math, and honestly, it's a little brutal. When you're 5 years old, 1 year is a massive chunk of your entire life. It's a whole fifth of everything you've ever lived. That's 20%. That's why, as a kid, the wait from one birthday to the next just felt like forever. A year was a whole slice of your entire existence. But when you're 50, that same year is just 1/50th of your life. That's 2%. The exact same 365 days. But now, a tiny sliver instead of a giant wedge. So the gap between birthdays that once felt like forever now feels like a blink. It's the same year, but it's just a much smaller piece of you. Every new year is a smaller and smaller fraction of the time you've already lived, and your brain feels that shrinking proportion as time speeding up. It's like standing on a walkway that speeds up every little year. Same steady steps, but the world rushes by faster and faster. But proportion isn't the whole story, because there is a second reason, a bigger one. And unlike the math, this is one that you can actually fight. Your brain doesn't measure time with a clock, it measures it with memories. And here's the key, when you look back on a stretch of time, the more memories you made in it, the longer it feels in hindsight. A week packed with memories feels long when you look back, but an empty week feels like it barely even happened. It's the same 7 days, but a totally different weight. Now, childhood is wall to wall new. Everything is happening for the first time. First bike ride, first day of school, first time seeing the ocean, first everything. And your brain takes a vivid, detailed snapshot of every single first. So when you look back, childhood feels enormous because it's physically stuffed with snapshots. That endless summer felt endless because it was really full of memories. But adult life runs on repeat. It's the same commute, the same desk, the same coffee, and the same scroll before bed. And here's the trap. Your brain refuses to waste storage on something it's already seen 1,000 times. Routine doesn't get a snapshot. It just gets skipped. So a whole year of routine barely fills the jar. Almost nothing new gets saved. And when you look back on that year, it feels short, thin, like it slipped through your fingers. Because for your memory, it almost did. This is the real reason the years vanish. Not because time sped up, but because routine is invisible to your memory. Your brain quietly deletes the repeated days. A full year of routine compresses down to just a handful of moments, and everything in between simply blurs away. So when I told you you've already lived most of the summers you'll remember, this is exactly why. If every routine blurs into the last, the truly memorable years run out faster than you would think. It's a heavy thought, the feeling that life is accelerating and that the memorable parts are slipping past. But here's the part that flips this whole thing on its head. If time feels fast because you're missing memories, then memories are a lever you can pull. And the thing that quietly fills that jar, novelty, is something you can choose to get more of. Every genuinely new experience forces your brain to take a fresh snapshot. It can't skip something it's never seen before. And more snapshots means a fuller jar, which means a year that feels long again whenever you look back on it. You can't beat the proportion math. You'll always be a year older tomorrow. But that memory half, that part is completely in your hands. So here's how you actually do it. 3 simple ways to slow time down, and none of them are complicated. 1. Break the routine. Take a different road home. Eat somewhere you never have before. Rearrange your room. Even tiny changes are new, and new changes get saved. You don't have to overhaul your entire life. A small, unfamiliar moment still earns a snapshot your brain would have otherwise skipped. Number 2, chase real firsts. Travel somewhere new. Learn a skill. Meet new people. Say yes to the things you normally skip. Big novel experiences pack the jar fast. It's why a single week traveling can feel longer in memory than a whole month of normal life. And number 3, pay attention. This is the quiet one. Even an ordinary moment gets saved if you actually notice it instead of just running on autopilot. The difference between a day your brain keeps and a day it deletes is often just whether you were just present for it. Do these 3 and the jar fills back up. Your weeks stop blurring together, and when you look back, the time feels full again because it genuinely is. You can't add more years to your life. Nobody can. But what you can do is make the years you have feel longer. And not by adding time, but by adding moments worth remembering. So this week, do just one new thing. Just one. Give your brain a snapshot it has never taken before. That's how you slow it down. Starting now. And tell me down in the comments, what's the one new thing you're actually going to try this week? I want to hear about it. I'm curious. And while you're there, make it count. Till next time.